Welcome back into the Sports Source. Quickly want to talk about UT Athletic Director Dave Hart in this segment. He won some praise last week for handing out a nice big chunk of cash to Bob Shoop, to land Bob Shoop. He's going to increase the pay that's going to the assistant coaches over there. They're talking now about investing more in Neyland Stadium, getting the south and east sides of the field finished, up to snuff, better restaurant. Well, the West is already done. That's as good as she's getting. But anyway, all right. So that's something else to put on the list. The list of Dave Hart failures. All right. Dave Hart reminded Go Vols 24/7 this week that UT has, quote, been committed and we've made investment in our football program. You heard me say it when I first took the job. The number one priority was to get full football healthy, and he has. Football is healthy. There's no question. You can make the case it's the healthiest it's been since about 2005. This is really good in terms of the outlook for long term. But came out this week, the fall sports are all done, and Tennessee ranks number 109 nationally in the Directors' Cup, which grades all those sports and combines them. They're 12th in the SEC. All right, here's my question. Football is the first priority, probably not the only priority, but do you think folks really care? Because if you give them truth serum, in my view, 95% are going to say, if the option is football here, everything else here, or everything else here and football here.
No,
there's no. It's football.
There's nothing to jump.
I'm not trying to defend Dave Hart here, but I just don't think there are a lot of fans out there that would trade success elsewhere for football. I think football covers a lot of ills. Do you agree, disagree? You think this is a bigger deal than I'm making it, that you're 109th? Obviously you want to improve, but
I think the fact you just brought it up on television will make it a bigger deal.
It was in the newspaper as well. But
I think, who reads newspaper? Hold it, they still pay me. I don't think it's that big of a deal until people, when they actually look at it for a few minutes, they go, well, that's horrible. Who are we getting this week to commit? And I think that's the way it goes with the fans.
And I think some of the people that yell that's horrible, are the people that just don't like Dave Hart, and they're looking for something to be upset about. Jimmy, your thoughts on the 109th? It's not good.
I thought he had more than just one charge, and the number one charge was to fix football, and he's done that. The second charge was to get the athletic department in financial shape. Yep. And he's done that also. SEC Network didn't hurt. Yeah. But so now your focus should be on trying to build the others. Now, and I look at that number more. I'm more concerned about where are you in the SEC than the nation, because there are a lot of programs in the nation that have sports you don't have.
It's like Stanford has 50 different sports.
So if you're 12th, that's still in where you want to be. And it's not mutually exclusive. Tennessee, for many, many years, used to be really good in football and all other sports. Now the charge is to get those other sports up to snuff.
I look at it as football and the revenue sports. I mean, I think that's really what it comes down to. And then maybe if you want to get Tennessee fans riled up, point out how Florida is doing in the overall rankings, or point out how some of these other schools are. But at the end of the day, how long has it been since baseball was good? How long has it been since some of these other programs were? You want football to pull that wagon. And as long as that's healthy, everything else you can live with.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that anybody who doesn't like Dave Hart or wants to complain will use that. I just don't think that anybody, if given the choice, would say, "Oh, we must fix the rowing team." I just not buying that. I just think football's good. That masks a lot of things that aren't good.
And if it's bad, everything's bad.
Then everything's bad. Exactly. That's right. That is the huge focal point for this fan base for an obvious reason.
If you went 4-8 in football and won the Directors' Cup, do you think anybody in Tennessee would be happy about that?
Just the people who play
football.
Parents of kids who play.
Yeah. And by the way, when you talk about revenue sports, Tennessee only has 2.
Yeah, there's only 2.
I know.
Yeah. So and you could you've got the right coach, I think, in basketball.
I agree.
Even if it turns out he's not the right coach, he was clearly the obvious hire that I think 90% of people would make. Although I did get a couple of tweets about Bruce Pearl beat Kentucky yesterday. So there. They wanted me to mention on the show? I did. All right. When we come back, some rapid fire questions for these guys and for Mark Pancratz. We got Vol basketball, Nick Saban, Peyton Manning, Tennessee ranked behind Northwestern in a final poll. We'll discuss. Come on back on the Sports Source.